So here we are again, day 2, and I wanted to definitely talk about some pretty awesome options that have come up today. Now here in Canada, we get 2 separate BOGOs. We get one BOGO that comes through the Canadian warehouse and one that comes through US warehouse. So Canadian warehouse, Canadian funds, US warehouse, US funds, but double the excitement. And oh man, like I'm on both of today's. I've already got them. I've ordered. I want it all. But let me share with you why. So first of all, in the Canadian warehouse, we have the option of purchasing a repellent blend, which is Terrashield Spray, okay? And that particular spray at this time of year in Canada, I know I've got 3 in my order. All 3 of my kids go to camp. They're leaving in a few weeks. So they all take one of those with them, and that's just what we do every year. So the repellent blend for anything that you're trying to repel, especially if you're in the great outdoors here in Ontario or going northern Ontario or anywhere else, summertime, it is an amazing one to have. Take to your trailer, to your cottage, and just spray on before you go outside, right? But the other cool thing about it is it's really great for around areas that you want to keep things out. So you can go across the doorway into your garage on the cement floor. It can go around windows or doors. If you have areas where you just have problems of little critters coming in, spray through those areas and it will deter. So it's a really, really super easy way to do it. The other great thing about it is it works really well even to help with sun. So you would combine it with something like lavender and helichrysum and spray it on. So this is awesome because it's a spray, it's easy. And you can combine that, and that's an awesome option if you're going outside. The other thing that's really cool about it is it's great for skin issues. And so we don't always think of that, but again, because it's a spray, this is one that goes in my first aid kit because, like I said, it's repellent, it's good for sun, it's good for skin issues that come up. And actually, it's great for cellular health, so it's a good thing to be putting on anyway that way. And then the other cool thing, if you don't know about this, is it really works well as a wood polish. So if you have things that you would just like to give a good buff to, then that's a great way to go too. So again, this is one that I just think nobody can go without in the summertime. You just need it. And so I love that this is the offering, and I know so many of you are excited. I know this will be a big deal today. And then what you get free is Easy Air. So in Canada, we call it Easy Air. In the States, it's known as Breathe. But the bottom line is it's all about air, right? So with this one, it's called our Respiration Blend. And the wonderful thing about it is whatever you're trying to just keep clear all the way through, you can do it multiple ways. So I actually brought mine down here with me. We always have this in the house. We use it in so many ways. But this is my Easy Air. There you go. And so some of the ways that we'll use it is definitely diffuser at night. I find if the kids are just having issues and waking up, either with a little cough or something going on, if this goes in the diffuser, we're good. And as a mom, it is hard getting up over and over and over in the night for things like that. So this just really gives them relief, and it makes it easier for all of us to sleep better. Also great for those who are snorers in your family. So if you're having issues with that, so again, can go in the diffuser, but this is one that can go directly on. You would consider diluting if you have more sensitive skin, or you can start diluted and just rub on or behind in the shoulder blades. As somebody who runs and does active activity, I also love this one. Again, just for getting a good, full breath. And I find that this just helps me go longer. So this is a great one to consider for that. If you just experience tightness at all, anything that way, you can put a couple drops in your hand and I just rub it in. And you can make a funnel, so kind of like this, where you're sitting it on top of your other hand and you can suck it like that. And you can do it a few times and it will just help, again, just to ease that. And then again, you can rub it on the chest. So that can just go on the chest. And you can also just cup and inhale. Right, so just to get you nice and open feeling. And so this is a really good one. It's one that our family for sure can't do without for so many reasons, but it's definitely a well used oil in our home. So anytime that you're just wanting any of that, it's there for you. Again, just seasonal relief as well. Great to have. You can diffuse it in the home just so that it covers the air. But you can also use it again, it on your chest, breathing it in, putting it in your diffuser at bedtime, all of those things. And that's really the main thing. So, a little bit for sleep, a little bit for just causing some comfort throughout the whole respiratory system. and just good clearing effect. So that is our choice for today for Canada. Now for US, I'm really sad because I wanted to show you my experiment, and you can actually find this online. Maybe I'll see if I can find the link to it to show you. But the two products that are offered through the US, I am super excited about this because I take TerraZyme every single day. This is TerraZyme. They are enzymes. If you don't know what enzymes are, our body naturally has enzymes, and whole food has enzymes. So something like an apple will break itself down if we were just to leave it, right? It would rot, and it's the enzymes that help to break it down. As soon as we start to cook our food, we lose about 90% or even more of the enzymes in the food that naturally break it down. And yet, if it's raw food, it's harder for us to break it down. So as much as raw food has more enzymes, our own digestive system has a harder time breaking some of that down. So what we need is really to have great enzymes in our gut, in our system, that help to break things down. Even our mouth also has enzymes. But the older that we get, the less enzymes we have, and we don't really replace them as we get older. So adding some enzymes to your diet helps to break down food. So normally, and I actually did this if you were on my class this past week, I did a class on different supplements, and this was one of them. And I just had a cup of pudding. I've done this with oatmeal and different things, but I just had a cup of pudding. Not that I eat pudding, but that's what I was showing. It's just quick and easy to see. And I put 2 caps of the TerraZyme capsules, and actually show you what they look like. So they're a capsule. It has 10 whole foods in there, 10 whole food enzymes. And so I just stirred it into the bowl of pudding, and within about 30 seconds, the pudding went from being so thick that it barely comes off the spoon to liquid like water. And that's what happens, is it just helps to break down what's going on in our system, and helps then, because it's so well broken down, our body can take the nutrients and disperse it right through the system. That's the point of food, is that our body grabs what it needs and sends it traveling through the bloodstream to wherever it's needing it. So if you have any issues with anything after you eat food, if you have any issues with discomfort, if you have any issues with bloating, if you have any issues with getting enough nutrition, all of those things are signals that you need better, just a better quality of breaking down your food. There may be other things as well, but this is certainly a place that I would start. And I've dealt with people over and over and over that have all kinds of issues that way. And TerraZyme enzymes have been phenomenal in making changes. Even if you just go out and you're uncomfortable after a meal, you could just have a couple of enzymes. So it's worth even carrying. So it's up to you, how you use them. You can use them after every meal. You can use them if you have, a great digestive system. You can use them just to support your system, especially as we're getting older, just maybe once a day. But it's an amazing option. And so I would really, I would really advise you to consider this one today and go for it while it's on BOGO, because as soon as you take them, you're going to understand exactly how they work for you, and you'll know exactly when you're going to want them, and when they're most necessary, and you're going to know who else in your family needs them. And so it's really, I'm very, very excited that this is in the BOGO today. So that's the one thing. And with that, I just wanted to, I'm going to pop over here for a second in my book, since we're talking about the whole DigestZen area. So another thing that I just want you to be aware of, what enzymes break down. So again, you can think about this, but they will break down protein, they break down carbohydrates, starches, and sugars, and they break down fats. So all of those things are needed in different areas of the body, right? And there's also, even breaking down things like lactose and milk sugars, and breaking down cruciferous vegetables and legumes, right? Things that tend to have people more bloaty, more gassy. So it helps with all of those things. And so again, if you are, perhaps you're a vegetarian or you're vegan, or you're heading that direction, and that's some of the things that are hard for you, this again is super, super supportive. Then what comes with that is DigestZen, which is our oil. And DigestZen, again, everything digestive. And the thing I love about our tummy oil, as my kids call it, is that you can rub it directly on the tummy. You can dilute it down if you like. My youngest prefers it diluted down. And we just rub it on her tummy whenever she feels like her tummy is off. And also with DigestZen, it can be taken just a drop and a little bit of water, and you can drink it. It tastes like mild black licorice. I don't like black licorice, so I still just rub it on my stomach, or I put it on the soles of my feet and it will travel. So it helps either way. And again, anything that you just need a little extra support, it can be phenomenal for. The other thing I love DigestZen for, and this is something that doesn't sound like it's part of this one because of the name, but you can rub it across your nose over your sinuses. Okay, so if you're needing anything for support there, DigestZen is actually a really awesome one, and you can even put it across sinuses up here. So whatever works, whatever you're needing, DigestZen is the one. So totally an amazing US option today. So get in on both of them today, because you're getting 4 products for the price of 2. And they are all necessary and needed. I think every single home, there isn't one of these that you wouldn't use. So that's the most wonderful thing about today's BOGOs. Have an amazing day. We'll talk to you later.